Are you creating channel surfing opportunities in your real estate business? If not, we need to get you doing it. I'm Nicole CEO with Greg Luther Coaching, and I want to make sure you guys understand what I mean by channel surfing in your business. So you're all familiar with good old channel surfing of scrolling incessantly through TV channels, finding exactly what you want to watch and what jumps out to you. And now with all the different streaming devices, you have a whole lineup of different options, but you'll see those thumbnails and the little like widgets that, depending if it's Netflix or Hulu or Peacock or any of the ones out there, that it kind of gives you a teaser as to what it's about so that you can decide if you want to consume it. And if you find something you like, you find yourself rapidly going back to that favorite station or to the podcast channel on YouTube or the YouTube channel or YouTube TV even. Well, I want you to start creating that in your real estate business. And what I mean by channel surfing when it comes to that is you need to have multimedia, multi-channels hitting with all of your messaging. So if you are doing the same thing over and over, emails, and you expect a different result, it's craziness, right? That's the definition. You can't expect to get a different result if you're just doing the same thing over and over. And when you are sending messages that are important with your offers, with your unique selling propositions, with your calls to action, you need to have them hitting across a multi-channel platform. So I want to kind of talk about a few of the different channels, a few of the different offers, and then just kind of get those brain juices flowing. So let's talk about channels. First, you have kind of the more traditional marketing channels. You have your online and your offline, right? So online marketing channels, we're getting more and more familiar with these. It has become the way of the world. This is obviously your website, which should be loaded with calls to actions and opt-ins. You want to have landing pages where you're able to capture their information. You don't want to give away the milk for free if they haven't purchased the cow, or at least part of the cow. So if you do have a website, make sure that it's just not about you and all of the great things and you talk to people and you can call them and they can depend on you. It just doesn't make sense. You want to showcase your results of what you're doing. So you're just listed, you're just sold, you have a history of success, you have offers for them to maybe opt in to get a free home value. Can't say the word free. I always keep saying free, but you know what I mean. You can give them a courtesy home value, and then the different things that you could be doing. So if you are a real estate specialist in any niche, you can have different offers for them to opt in there. So your website is one channel for an online marketing that you should be doing. Then of course we have all of the social media platforms that are taking marketing by storm. And really when this started coming about that you can have marketing and advertising on there, that was a game changer. Back in the day when Facebook first came out, we weren't even allowed to touch it in the office with Greg. Literally, it was a time stealing and theft of his time if we were to kind of go down the Facebook rabbit hole. It wasn't time to play. It wasn't time to socialize. It was work time. Well, then once the world of marketing started picking up on Facebook, now we're using Facebook for marketing. And I literally remember trembling, like when I would first pull up Facebook and if he would come in the office, I'm like, we're doing marketing. But now you have Facebook and all of the other social media platforms with it. So YouTube, you can monetize ads. You obviously have Google that you should be using. You might be on Instagram or TikTok, depending on your audience. So looking at the different social media platforms, huge, right? Then we have the online version for, of course, email marketing. So for email marketing, you could be sending regular market updates. You could be sending a newsletter via email. We'll talk about direct mail on that in a minute, but you should be consistently sending them emails. And you've heard us talk about, you think you're sending a lot, but they're actually not opening every email. So while you think that you're sent 10 emails this month, they might have seen 2. So what other things can we be putting in that email that get them kind of wanting to open it and click? What's your subject line? What's the preview message? How are you communicating them with email? Are you doing sphere of influence blasts? Again, the newsletters, long-term nurture. What different campaigns do you have set up? If you're a member with us, on the members website, go under resources, emails. We give you a whole bunch of emails for various standard offers that we teach you so that you can get started. All right, now let's look at the next one. What was I going to say? Oh, the search engine optimization and functionality like Google My Business, pay-per-click ads, Google Local Services ads. Those are all other types of online marketing channels that you can dive into. And really, it doesn't take a lot of work to set these up. And it seems scary because it's like technology and it's the unknown, but you can literally go to YouTube and Google it. You can Google or go to YouTube and put it in the search, how to set up Google Local Services ads or LSAs. It probably comes up with that search term. So look into doing that. And then finally, what's your other content marketing that you could be doing online as well? What videos are you doing? Do you maybe have a blog? Are you doing press release articles? If you start doing press release articles online and you circulate them and you put the link to the press release in the signature of every email you send, more people start clicking on it, more people start going to it, your Google ranking goes higher. Suddenly you were on page 5 and now you're on page 3, 2, and hopefully 1. The more you're circulating that gets your name out there and people clicking, the quicker you rise to the top on the Google. All right, so let's talk about some other traditional marketing. We have direct mail. So we have direct mail for postcards, newsletters, flyers, sales letters, neighborhood takeover information, shock and awe packages. All of these things can be put direct in the mail and show up way different than any other agent who is probably not even using it. And if you do something like a FedEx envelope or a UPS envelope, everybody opens that. It's a 100% open rate because people are curious as to what is in this envelope and who sent it to them. So if you're capitalizing on direct mail as part of the traditional marketing, you should be looking at your offers. What messaging are you putting on there? What strong calls to action do you have? What unique selling propositions do you have? And if you're a member with us and you're not familiar with some of this, go to the resources section, check out our EDDM postcards that we do. Go down to the section that says like unique selling propositions or USPs. There's a lot that can be learned for you to structure copywriting correctly. So when you disseminate this type of marketing, it brings you results. And that's the goal, right? We want the money coming in from the money we put out. That is called return on ad spend, ROAS, or return on investment, ROI. All right, so let's see. Traditional marketing, we said direct mail. What about print ads? So print ads, this could be local newspapers. They're still alive. If your town has a local newspaper or gazette, is that even a thing? Did I just age myself? Whatever. But if they have a local newspaper or gazette or local journal or the flyer or the thing that they send out with all the local businesses, what could you be doing in print ads that could showcase you as the real estate specialist in that area? So take a look and see how much does it cost to get a quarter space ad, a half page ad, a full page ad. I used to actually, straight out of college, I worked for a local magazine and I pounded the pavement and went door to door, local businesses, walked in, introduced myself, looked at their service and said, hey, I have a marketing opportunity for you. Do you want a quarter page, a business card size, a full page? I would come up with their creative and write this all down. And that was years ago when, I just started out and it still exists. So what print ads can you be doing with that? Of course, the real estate magazines, that should be a huge one that you're looking for. A lot of towns have their real estate magazines or their city guides. Does your town have that? And then finally, last for traditional marketing are your events. So what events are happening where you can get a booth, a table? Is there trade shows? Are you doing open houses? Are you doing best bidder home sales? Are you going to networking groups or events or meetings? So there's so many different things, especially during the holiday season. When that time comes up, you could be participating in tons of events that the holidays naturally offer and you're selling in fun. So look at the events you can be doing. So as a quick recap, we have online marketing with your websites, your social media, your email marketing, your search engine optimization and the Google, and your content marketing with videos, blogs, and posts. Traditional marketing, we have your direct mail with all the postcards, letters, and everything that we talked about there, your print ads, and then your events with your trade shows and booths and what you could be doing. So then we also go into like a hybrid marketing channel. So we're surfing a lot of channels here, but we go into a hybrid marketing channel, which Could be like your virtual tours, your 3D walkthroughs that you're doing, the videos that you're circulating online, but also the hybrid version, also in print, because we're doing a QR code for that video. So you record a video, you put it on YouTube. It's a great video. Now we turn it into a QR code that's going on your postcards and in your sales letters. It's going in your email signature, whatever it might be. But you're capitalizing on both that online component and the offline component when you're circulating it. And then the other parts of hybrid are going to be like your webinars and your workshops. So what if you did a buyer or seller seminar? What if you did something on assumable mortgages and you became the expert on how you can, you could sell the mortgage with the house? That'd be a huge gain for you, right? And you can become comfortable hosting webinars or the in-person version of the event as well. That used to be a regular thing back in the day, buyer seminars where everybody would come and gather in the room and you'd be able to showcase yourself as the buyer's agent to use. And now, because everybody's become so comfortable online, it actually allows you to do that right online. So you can have a buyer's workshop online as well. The other thing that I want you to think about as another channel for marketing is your referral and your partnership marketing channels. So this could be your client referrals with your sphere of influence, doing things to make sure that you've appreciated them so that they get your name out there. You can also do partnerships and collaborations with other service type businesses that make sense for your business. So you have a mortgage lender, you have a closing company, you have a carpet person, you have the painter, you have the plumber, you have the Mr. Fix-It, you have the tree trimmer, you have the landscaper. All these people lend to your world. And if you start leaning on them and telling them, hey, let's build a dream team here. I will send your name around and you're going to be my preferred person. And I hope that you would send my name around and I'm your preferred agent. So you're building a reciprocal relationship of passing each other's names, but this becomes a strong part of your channel as well. And it's not even so much about the online or the offline marketing for that. This is $0. You just start collecting these people in your world and then you have a dream team. And you can turn it into more money later by seeing, hey, do you want to advertise and take a spot in my newsletter that I circulate? I circulate my newsletter in front of 1,000 people every month. I go to this route, this route, this route, and I have a spot on the back page that showcases my preferred vendors. Would you be interested? It's a great way to see if they could pay you some ad dollars, which would offset your marketing costs, and then you can get your newsletter in the mail. And then they really know you have skin in the game with referring them. And obviously, they should be referring you. You want to make sure you have strong offers in any niche that you tackle, and then start to look at those different medias you could be using so you can create channel surfing in your business. You get them rapidly consuming your information, wanting more, coming back and looking. And also, I know while in our heads, we think they're not going to constantly rapidly consume. If you put out good stuff, they'll keep it. They'll save it for when they have a housing change and a housing need. It's based on their timing and motivation. And even though we want them to move right away and jump on the amazing offer you have, that's not always the case and that doesn't happen. But if you put out all these different channels and they're regularly seeing you with all this different media and they're saving stuff, you get them when the time is right. So giving them the different offers to bite on and putting that in front of them is key. So get channel surfing going in your business. I'm excited to see how big you can build it, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you're never going to see me again. I consistently put out regular content, and it's extremely helpful for real estate agents to grow their business. I want to keep you up to date on what's working so that you're in the know and you can take action accordingly. So be sure that you like and comment here, but most importantly, make sure you follow, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm here to help you in growing your business, and I'd love to do so. Follow right now.